This week's General Hospital, let's talk about it. Ava tried to get custody of Avery by dangling Mike over Sonny's head, but he called her bluff. Now they've finally done something that should have been done years ago, agreed to joint custody. I'm in the middle when it comes to Ava's tactics. I don't like that she used Mike. However, Sonny's turning his nose up at her like he didn't blackmail her in order to get Avery back. This truce won't last long because as soon as one of them is caught doing something bad, the other's going to demand to get Avery. This back and forth match of ping pong needs to end. It looks as though karma is going to be coming for Ava real soon since Nelle is setting her up. Ava has that pen that Nelle used to write on the back of that flyer, and she used it to write a check to Lucy. Soon Lucy's going to be asking how she ended up with a blank check from Ava. Griffin was none too happy when he found out Ava lied about using Mike to get to Sonny. I definitely agree that Ava using Mike was distasteful and she shouldn't have lied about it. Yet Ava is right. Sonny wasn't going to agree to any type of custody arrangement with her without applying some type of pressure. I've said before that Griffin and Ava don't really suit each other. Ava needs a man that can handle her ways, someone who's just as rough around the edges. She's trying not to let it all hang out, and that won't last for long. Nelle continues to reel Michael in. Jason told Michael that he has good instincts, but where are they? This is the third time that Nelle has gotten a drop on Michael. He's currently on a Be Nice to Nelle tour with his family. Invitations went out for her baby shower this week, but shouldn't Maxie have one first? I could have sworn that Maxie found out about her pregnancy in November and Nelle announced hers in December. Something is going to happen at that party to where everyone is questioning Carly's sanity. I really don't want someone to commit her before they find out what's really going on. Michael needs to stop dismissing his mother and stop making her out to be some bully against a helpless Nelle. Since discovering the type of person she is, when has Carly been wrong about her? Only just a few months before, Michael had to admit to his mother that she was right. He really needs to wise up. Michael's the CEO of a company, but he can't call someone's bluff. I am more than ready for karma to drag Nelle's ass. It was funny when Diane and Carly were not buying Nelle's crap when she said she wanted Carly to be the baby's guardian in case anything happened to her or Michael. That son of hers is such an easy mark. Carly's instincts are spot on, but now she's becoming doubtful, which is exactly what Nelle wants. I'm disappointed with Sonny and his attitude towards his wife. Again, I understand there has been a lot going on within the past few months. With all that's been going on, if he loses Carly on top of Mike and then almost losing Avery, it may be too much for him. But not only does he not believe her, he's still continuing to blame her for leaving Avery with Mike. That's not true, and she has to constantly remind him that she was with the nanny. But what happened to Sonny having guards? Why weren't they with Avery? I'm glad that Carly was able to find comfort by talking to Lucy, while Sonny was undermining Jason's opinion and wouldn't listen to his sound advice. Jason may have been away for 5 years, but he's still able to be objective and he knows his best friend. Jason is getting fed up with Anna, and so am I. Anna told Robert that Jason doesn't care, and even if he knew the truth about Heinrich being her son, he would still try to kill him. Anna, how can you know that? Anna was going off on Jason about making assumptions in regards to Heinrich, but she's doing the exact same thing and assuming the worst of Jason and assuming the best of Heinrich. I still think that Jason should have stopped working with her months ago. She hasn't brought anything to this investigation but a headache. Why would you work with someone you know is withholding information from you? Information that might be extremely important. How are you supposed to trust them? It's clear at this point that Anna will not willingly admit the truth. We might have to wait until she's exposed at the nurses' ball. Anna wants to protect her son, but not enough to put herself on the line by telling the truth. Jason also has to be concerned about Lulu, who is still pursuing Heinrich and hasn't told Dante. The secret will cause drama, but I don't think it'll be too drastic for their relationship. Sam is also now involved since she caught Curtis snooping through Peter's office. Peter, lock up your office. Curtis and Sam have decided not to tell Drew that they're investigating Peter. They should tell him. It's about the COO of his company. Drew shared that he's getting a divorce while Curtis is thinking about marrying Jordan. I'm not invested in Jordis, and I don't think they should get married. I thought their next story would be dealing with Jordan's illness, but it seems as though the scare was used to push the idea of marriage. Alexis tried to get Finn to work out his issues with Chase, and it didn't go so well. Hopefully we don't have to wait too much longer until we find out why Finn is being so mean to his brother. After being dismissed by Finn, Alexis showed up to help Sam and handle her divorce. I laughed a little because Sam had fired her mother during her last divorce proceedings. Yet that didn't keep Alexis from showing up for her daughter. Before she arrived at Kelly's, Jason and Sam got to talk. Sam is much lighter these days, which is a welcome change from her staring at Jason like a deer in headlights. Speaking of staring, she sure did get an eyeful of Jason as he left that restaurant. Jason let Sam know that if he needs her backup like in Switzerland, she'll be the first person he calls, while Sam made sure to let him know that she's getting a divorce. Nina learned from Curtis that Peter has a folder with some of Nathan's belongings and papers of achievements. Peter, you are too carefree when conducting business in your office. Both Nina and Griffin have stood outside of your office and overheard important conversations. Now Nina just enters in and rifles through your things, and you still didn't think to remove the folder? You knew that somebody was recently in your office searching for something. Very sloppy. Valentine should have cut his losses with you because, honey, you are more trouble than you're worth. Too bad he can't, because if Peter goes down, so does he. Spoilers indicate that Peter's identity will be revealed later this month, but they didn't state whether or not Valentine's part in all this will be revealed to Nina. I wouldn't be surprised if he kept lying to her after the reveal. I can't wait for Nina to come for him. She is like a viper when she's upset. She confronted Peter about the folder, and he said it was a gift for her and Maxie. After calling her mom to confirm this, Nina reached out to Curtis and told him to stop investigating him. I don't think Curtis or Sam will stop, and hopefully they'll change their minds and go ahead and let Drew in on what's going on. The writers are trying to set things up for Peter to feel comfortable while trying to get Maxie to soften towards his alter ego. He is going to be thrown for a loop when Lulu tells him that Heinrich's mother wants to meet with him. Franco is reaching out to Harvey's victims. I understand that it's his way of finding closure, but why not reach out to his own victims since he has empathy for what they've experienced? The tumor may have influenced him, but his actions still affected them. Maybe that'll happen eventually. Sweeps was off to a slow start this week, but you could see the pieces falling into place. I can't wait till the nurses' ball. I wonder who's performing this year. What I want to see most is Nelle's downfall, but it appears that's still a while away. Those are my thoughts on a few of this week's moments. What are you looking forward to most during Sweeps? The nurses' ball, Nelle's continuing plot against Carly, the mystery of Heinrich coming to an end. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, GHers, take care.